Towards the end of 2023 in December, we had some really high winds where we are. The winds were so strong that they took down quite a few trees. Now this tree came down a couple of weeks ago, and the company decided that they want this tree moved. So they called in some people to move it, but upon inspecting the tree, they found lots of comb, lots of wax, honey and bees. Where this tree fell, they called the association, and in this case it was the Portsmouth Beekeeping Association. Now no one could attend, so they put it on their social media saying, can anyone from the association attend to go and look at these bees? And I picked up the message and I was like, yes, I definitely can, because it's right around the corner from me. So I jumped in the car, got my suit on, rang the guy, went down there to have a look.
There's lots of dead little bees everywhere. Yeah, so they are quite angry. Yeah. It's quite hard to get in there though.
What I do first is I just need to get my arm in there and just give a feel around to see how big this colony is, because from the outside it looks really small. Just see a little clump of bees and some comb in there. So I stick my arm right in and just pull out some comb gently as I can without disturbing the bees too much. It's a mild day, so the bees aren't too clustered in there to keep warm for the winter. So as I reach in and pull out more comb, the guard bees are defending this colony, and I do actually receive a sting right on the tip of my nose, because as I'm getting deeper into the colony, I'm putting my arm down as far as I can, and my veil is pressing up against my face. So one bee takes full advantage and stings me smack bang in the middle of the nose. I didn't want to show any pain because there were people watching me, so I just brushed it off and carried on going. And as you'll see later in the video, the sting is very much sticking out of my nose. So what I do first is I bought a few frames which are waxless, so it's just the frame, so I can hold in some comb that they've built, wind it all up with elastic bands and place it in a small nuke box which you can see on the right of the screen, which is the green box. And I'll put some comb in here, put some bees in here to try and move this colony as best I can. And I'll take it back to my house and I'll look after them until the winter's over and they're ready to build a big colony. But the deeper I go down, the more I realise that this is actually a huge colony, and it goes right down into the tree, as in quite a way down as well. So I can't get in there. There's no way I can get in there. I can only pull out bits of comb. The rest is too far up. So I'm going to need some help. I bring all my tools with me. I bring my tool bag full of everything you need. You got your smoker. I bought that just in case, but I knew I wouldn't need a smoker because number one, it is winter, and if I start smoking them, it's going to warm them up, and it will give them a full sense of like the climate has changed. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't use my smoker at all. I literally just went in there with my arm, trying to pull out what I could as gently as I could.
Yeah, I'm covered in stings. They are quite far in.
One thing I did forget was my torch. So one of the guys who was watching me kindly lent me a torch so I could just shine it down the hollow tree and just to see how deep it actually was. And it was very deep. So yeah, there's no way I could get in there.
I don't know if I can get this.
Yeah, the bees were getting quite feisty now. I couldn't get in, so I decided to give my colleague a call. And my colleague has what you call a bee vac.
So sadly, I couldn't move the nest. I couldn't get the nest. It was so far into the tree, I couldn't get the bees out. So we're gonna have to come back in a few days with a chainsaw, cut the bees out, and then try and move them. And I got a sting on the nose. My face pressed up against the veil, and a bee got me. So, and I'm covered in bee poo because you know this time of year, bees don't poo in the colonies. When they all come out, they poo to relieve themselves, and I'm covered in it all over the place, just bee poo everywhere. So let's give this a wash soon. But yeah, good day, nice people. So come back in a few days with my colleague and we're gonna get those bees, and I'm gonna get this out. I might get my wife to take that out. Actually, I might do it now, it's already sore.
The question is, do we save these bees? I mean, I need help, big time. So join me for part 2, which I'll release in a few days. If you enjoy my stuff, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.